Okay, guys, so we are digging into chapter 3 of the IFS self-therapy workbook. So we're talking about the self today. There's a downloadable guide meditation that facilitates getting into self, which is available in MP3 format. It is in the description below, so you can click on that. It's free, so you can download it onto your computer and you can do this exercise, but I'll walk you through it on here. Okay, fortunately, human beings are not simply a collection of parts. We are so much more than that. Our true self is mature and loving and has the capacity to heal and integrate our parts. We each have a core aspect of us that is our true self and our spiritual center. When our extreme parts are not activated and getting in the way, we have access to this core, which is who we really are. The self is relaxed, open, and accepting of others and ourselves. When we are in self, we are grounded, centered, and non-reactive. We don't get triggered by what people do. We remain calm and unruffled, even in difficult circumstances. The self is so much larger and more spacious than our parts and is not frightened by events that would scare parts. When we are in self, we are the shining center of the system that is each of us. The IFS model talks about the 8 C's that are the principal qualities of the self. They are compassion, curiosity, connection, calm, courage, clarity, caring, and creativity. The 4 capacities described on the next page are the most relevant for doing an IFS session. So this is the first time. So there's going to be more graphics. So I'll show this to you guys. So this is the self capacity with the 8 C's that are the principal qualities of the self. So we have self capacities, compassion, curiosity, connection, calm, courage, clarity, caring, creativity, and that's our self. Okay. So then it goes into the 4. So the self is connected. When you are in self, you naturally feel close to other people and want to relate in harmonious, supportive ways. You are drawn to make contact with them and to be in community. The self also wants to be connected to your parts. When you are in self, you are interested in having a relationship with each of your parts, which helps them trust you and opens the way for healing. The self is curious. That's the second one. When you are in self, you are curious about other people in an open, accepting way. When you inquire into what makes them tick, it's because you want to understand them, not judge them. The self is also curious about the inner workings of your mind. You want to understand why each part acts as it does. What its positive intent is for you, and what it's trying to protect you from, and what it is trying to protect you from. The curiosity comes from an accepting place, not a critical one. When parts sense this genuine interest, they know they are entering a welcoming environment, and they aren't afraid to reveal themselves to you. The self is compassionate. That's number 3. Compassion is a form of kindness and love that arises when people are in pain. You genuinely care about how others feel and often feel prompted to support them through difficult times. When you are in self, you also naturally feel compassion for yourself. When parts are extreme, they're reacting to pain. Exiles feel it and protectors try to avoid it. Compassion towards yourself is the most essential ingredient in the inner quest for understanding. It is needed in order to hold, support, and nurture your parts while you explore your system. Your parts can sense the self's compassion. It makes them feel safe and cared for, so they want to open up and share themselves with you. 4, the self is calm, centered, and grounded. This is especially helpful when you are relating to a part that has intense emotions. Intense grief or shame, for example, can be overwhelming. If you aren't grounded in self, protectors will avoid a part that has very strong emotions. But when you are centered in the calmness of self, there is no need to avoid a part that is feeling intense emotion. You remain in self while the part shows you its pain. The calmness of self supports you through the difficult work of witnessing and healing the part. For all these reasons, the self is the agent of psychological healing and IFS work. It helps you heal and transform your parts so they become free of their extreme feelings and behavior and can assume healthy roles in your life. Okay, so the structure of the psyche. So this is the picture they have for the structure of the psyche. It's a couch with a heart that says self on it. Okay. So the self is also the natural leader of your internal system and the natural occupant of the seat of consciousness. It has the courage to take risks, the perspective to see reality clearly, and the creativity to find good solutions to problems. The self is balanced and fair, and it sees what needs to happen in most situations. When you have healed your parts and they trust you, they finally allow the self to heal. Ideally, the self is the one who makes decisions and moves the system forward. The self is the conductor of the orchestra, the one who brings in the woodwinds at the right time, tells the musicians when to play softly, and cues the whole horn solo. It chooses the best course of action in each moment and calls on your healthy parts to contribute their gifts. Your parts trust the self and rely on its wisdom. The goal of IFS work is to unburden each part so it has a healthy role, and for each part to trust the self to lead. Because the self is the leader of the internal system, it can be trusted to move the system toward wholeness. The self can work with each part to release its burdens and transform. Self-meditation. The following guided meditation can be used to access yourself. You can read this meditation periodically, stopping to sit with your eyes closed and allowing the words to evoke sensations and images. You can also record it with your own voice or have a friend read it to you. An additional getting into self-meditation that is part of this workbook can be found at self-therapy. I have it on there for you guys. And is transcribed in Appendix B. A guided meditation is a journey that evokes an altered state of consciousness. When doing this kind of imagery exercise, it is best to sit or lie in a completely relaxed, comfortable position. Always give it your full, undivided attention. Allow yourself time to experience the images on both the physical and emotional levels. Trust whatever comes up for you as being exactly what you need in this moment. There is no right or wrong. Just experience and information. Enjoy. Okay, guys. So the yoga instructor in me is going to show you how to meditate now. All right. So here we go. Step 1. You can sit. I like to sit on cushions. You can sit cross-legged. You can place your hands palm up. You can place them together and just connect a couple fingers. Does not really matter which fingers. I like to do the middle finger because I feel like it's an evil finger. So like going like this, and then you're also saying like, I love you, basically. Not really. This is I love you. This is I love you. Okay. So yeah, so it's almost. So like, I like to sit like this and like cross-legged. You sit up nice and tall. You want to lengthen your spine, catching your breath in your nose, letting the breath flow out your mouth. You want to pretend that there's strain on your head and it's being pulled up to heaven, and you're sitting up nice and tall. Your back should be nice and flat. You want to make sure that you're belly breathing and not chest breathing. If you can't tell if you're doing it properly, you place one hand on your stomach, one on your chest. When you inhale, your stomach should be inflating like a balloon. When you exhale, it should be deflating like a balloon, and your chest should remain stable the entire time. So this is one way you can do it. You can sit on a comfortable cushion, on a couch, whatever, and just meditate this way. And you close your eyes while you're doing it. You can picture yourself in your happy place. You can picture whatever you want to do, but IFS is going to guide you into a different direction. So whatever you want to focus on to begin with, I would start with your happy place. Like, get a good visual. So my happy place is the beach. So picture the beach. Then I would say focus on your 5 senses. So this is mindfulness training. So the first sense, if I'm at the beach, what things would I see there? I would probably see the ocean. I would probably see the sand. Maybe I see a dolphin, depending on where I am. Maybe I see people laying on the beach. Maybe I see kids playing. Maybe I see them building sandcastles. Maybe I see my sunglasses. Whatever it is that you see, that's sight. Then we're going to focus on hearing. So what sounds are you going to hear at the beach? You're going to hear waves crashing. You're going to hear children probably running and playing. You're going to hear splashing of kids or adults or whoever's swimming. You're going to hear people walking on the sand, maybe around you, close by you, coming up and approaching you. You're going to hear people talking. Maybe somebody's playing music. So those are things you would hear at the beach. Smell. What kinds of things would you smell at the beach? Maybe you smell fish. Like a lot of beaches have that like fishy like scent. You smell that. Maybe you smell salt water. Maybe you smell like the grainy sand. Maybe you smell like your laundry detergent on your towel that you're laying on. Maybe you can smell your hair from your shampoo. Like whatever it is, that's your smell. Just focus on your smell as well. picture your smell at this happy place. And this can apply anywhere. It can be in the woods, it can be in your house somewhere. Like, just focus on the five senses. So next we're going to do touch. So then you're going to touch the sand, like by you, touch your towel, touch your clothes, touch your skin, touch your hair, touch your glasses, like touch whatever, touch the water. Like, those are the things you're touching. So like, walk around this happy place and see things, smell things, hear things, touch things. Then we're going to do taste next. So you're going to taste things. So maybe you got a little bit of sand in your mouth, so you're going to taste it. Maybe you got some salt water in your mouth, you're going to taste it. Maybe you're eating an ice cream cone, you're going to taste it. Maybe it's just your saliva. Maybe you taste your like minty fresh breath from brushing your teeth, hopefully, or the last thing you ate is like lingering in your mouth. That's your taste. So you're going to use all five of your senses to completely put yourself in this place. Once you focus on that, so you should all be sitting and doing this right now and focusing on your happy place. Your eyes should be closed. You shouldn't even be looking at me anymore. So you're going to do that. Now I want you to open your eyes. If this isn't comfortable for you, if sitting isn't comfortable for you, this isn't doing it, you really want to lay down, I'm going to show you what you do next. Okay. Ooh, pop. Okay, so you're going to lay down. Hey, princess. Okay, so you're going to lay down. You want to get down or you want to snuggle? What do you want to do? Okay, so you should be fully laid down, comfortable. Try to have a flat back. Try not to cross your legs. Try to put your hands either in prayer position or like flat down. Hi, pup. Okay. Hi, Bobby. Okay, so you're just laying down, completely relaxed. Again, close your eyes. Lengthen your spine. If you need to be flat on a surface, even better. If you want to lay on a yoga mat, do that. If you want to be on your bed, do that. Wherever you're comfortable, find a comfortable place and lay down. So like, the problem with this is you might fall asleep and then you're not really getting anything out of it. But if you're a person who can lay down and you have issues sleeping, like, this might be okay for you. If you can relax easily, laying down, and you don't need to be, because you need to be alert and attentive of what's going on. Otherwise, this isn't going to be helpful. If you fall asleep, this isn't benefiting you in any way. So if this feels too relaxed and you're afraid you're going to fall asleep, maybe you're tired, whatever, sit up. Like, sit up and do the sit-up position that we talked about. If you don't want to cross your legs, or you physically can't cross your legs, oh baby. If you physically cannot cross your legs, just sit up nice and tall, have both feet on the floor, and just sit here, hands on your lap, hands in prayer position, palms up, whatever you want to do. Sit up nice and tall again, backs flat. Inhale, lengthening that spine, catching the breath in your nose. Exhale, letting the breath flow out your mouth. Make sure you're belly breathing, not chest breathing. You're going to do the same thing, laying down or sitting cross-legged, however you want to do it. Maybe you can't reach the floor. You're like a little kid. I don't know. Then put your feet like in a reclined position, propped up like this. Like, whatever you need to do to like get comfortable to be able to do this, get in that position. And then I want you to focus on your five senses in your happy place. So I'm going to give everybody a little bit of time to get you there. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to get there. And then I'm going to start the IFS meditation. So everybody find your room, your location, get there, close your eyes, practice your breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. I'm going to give you like a couple other different ways you can breathe. Maybe you're having trouble relaxing. You're really stressed out. Maybe you just had a panic attack, whatever it is. Like, so here's other ways you can breathe. So there's box breathing. So you're going to inhale for a count of 4. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So inhale. Okay. Then we're going to do 7, 8. Why am I not? Hang on, let me look this up. 7, 8, 9 breathing. 7, 8, 10 breathing. What is it? 4, 7, 8 breathing. That's what I'm thinking of. 4, 7, 8 breathing, guys. Okay, so 4, 7, 8 breathing, you're going to hold for a count of 4, like we just did with the box breathing. So you're going to hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for a count of 7 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you're going to exhale for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do it with you. Inhale. Okay, So those are two different ways you can breathe. You can also, if you have trouble, like you need like something to focus on, you can like put one finger on one nostril and do the breathing that way, and then alternate and do the breathing that way. Or you can just inhale and exhale, alternating through your nose and out your mouth. So that's like another way you can do it. Maybe you just feel really, really tense. You can give yourself a hand massage. You can start at the center of the palm, making a tiny circle, gradually boring around the perimeter of your hand, massaging each finger individually. I do this at the beginning of all my yoga classes after I teach them how to breathe. And you can do the same thing to your feet. Start at like the heel, make massages all the way up, do each individual toe, rub it all around to increase the circulation. Same thing with your hands. You always want to rub it afterwards, clap it, stomp your feet, same thing. Okay, so that's like another thing you can do. Maybe your shoulders are stressed out, or it's your neck, whatever it is, like wherever the tension is, just like massage yourself if it's possible. Like if you have, I don't know, if you have like a spot that you can't massage yourself, like ask a partner or someone to like massage it for you, or go pay a massage therapist before you do an IFS because you're that tense and you can't calm down and relax and stay focused, because it's extremely crucial that you get to like a meditative state before you do this. Okay, so everybody should be pretty ready by now. So I'm going to start this. Okay, so this is introductory meditation text. Close your eyes, go inside, and begin by focusing on your body sensations. Just noticing wherever your attention goes in your body in each moment, and being with that sensation, whether it's a tingling in your hands or quivering in your closed eyes or a relaxation in your belly or tension in your shoulders, whatever it is, be present with that sensation. And then as time goes on, your attention may move to a different part of your body, and just allow yourself to be present with that sensation. And as you do that, allow it to relax you and take you deeper inside. Just continuing to be with your body, deepening into yourself, and now focus your attention on your belly, the sensations in your belly, whether it's a fullness or a softness or a solidness, or just the sense of the rise and fall of your belly with each breath, or something altogether different. Whatever it is, just be present with the sensations in your belly and allow them to take you into that center place in your consciousness, anchoring you in your belly, coming to a grounded, solid place inside yourself. Okay, now gradually begin to bring yourself back from this deep place that you've been. Beginning to deepen your breathing, wiggle around a little bit, open your eyes, and come back to your regular waking consciousness. Okay, so there are 5 steps in the IFS process, working with protectors. So this is the drawing for this, guys. So we got somebody scolding someone. We have somebody checking their watch. We have somebody reading a paper and looking around very distractedly. And we have someone cleaning, cooking, and talking on their phone. So these are all different types of protectors. Maybe your protector is somebody who yelled at you before. Maybe your protector is somebody who rushed you too much and was very concerned with the amount of time you spent on projects or whatever. Maybe this is a boss. I don't know. Maybe it's somebody who didn't pay enough attention to you. Maybe it's somebody who is constantly distracting you. Maybe your protector is this multitasker who can do literally everything and doesn't seem fazed by it at all. Okay, so part 1, accessing a part. Part 2, unblending from a target part. Part 3, checking for self-leadership and unblending from a concerned part. Part 4, getting to know a protector. Part 5, developing a trusting relationship with a protector. Okay, so I have accessed all of my 5 parts. Like I know them pretty well. There's one, the fist that I was telling you guys about, that like I don't know what the fucking fist problem is. The fist pisses me off. The fist doesn't say shit to me. The fist just constantly pounds me. Like, so I'm assuming it's my mom or my dad and their anger towards their fucking selves, because I had no reason for them to abuse me the way that they did. No reason. I was a kid that they raised, that they were responsible for, and they fucking screwed up. So, and they were mad at me because they're stupid morons and they were bad fucking parents. Like, they weren't horrible. They tried their best. They did all they could. I learned a lot from them. But like, I was smart enough and raised like my mom thankfully raised me to be independent, because if she hadn't done that and she hadn't given me as much freedom as she had in my childhood, like I probably would be even angrier than I already am. And like thankfully, like she like believed in me and had dreams for me. So she like put me in things like dance and like tap, where I could like stomp out my fucking frustrations in front of a mirror on my tile, like gave me a basement bedroom with like a tile floor that like I could like stomp out like whatever. Like, so like anyway, okay. So unblending from a target part. So I feel like this is still something I'm working on. Some of my parts I've done this with, some of the parts I haven't. Checking for self-leadership and unblending from a concern part. So again, some of them I've done this with, some of them I haven't. Getting to know a protector. I feel like I've gotten to know all of them except for the fist. That one is still very confusing to me. Like, even though the shadowy child, I can't, he hears me and he responds to me by nodding or shaking his head or leading me, grabbing my hand and leading me into a different direction. Like, I've gotten to know him. Even though he's mute, like he understands me and we have a way to communicate with each other. So I've gotten to know him. The fist, I don't understand. The fist is fucking confusing and angry for no fucking reason. It doesn't matter what I ask him, what I do. Like, I don't even get a word in. I just get beaten down by this stupid fucking fist. Developing a trusting relationship with their protector. So I have this with some of them. Like the witch, I don't fucking trust it. I don't fucking care about it. Like, it's consistently annoying and bitter and bitchy. So I just flick it away. I don't give it the time of day. And I probably should be spending more time with it and listening to it bitch and just whatever. But like, I feel like I've tried because I know who this protector is. I know who these two people are. And like, I've made efforts. I've made efforts for decades and I've given up. Like, I send text messages on their birthday. I send text messages on holidays. I don't hear fucking shit from those bitches. So like, that's really all I can do. That's all I can do. Like, I can't do anything else. Okay. So I feel like it depends on like how bad this part is, like how deeply rooted it is, how badly somebody wedged it inside of you, that like it's going to take a lot of massaging and a lot of working to like get it out of you. So like these parts, God told me, are demons inside of us. These are demons that other people put inside of us, or that events in our lives, traumas in our lives were put inside of us. These little demons that cause us to do evil, horrible, awful things, like say things that are hurtful to other people, which I do a lot, or like have like mental, like nervous breakdowns, which I've done before, have like panic attacks, or some people cut themselves. Some people murder people. Some people steal things. Some people, like any evil thing inside of you that's a demon, that's a part. That's a demonic part inside of you that you have to get out of you. Otherwise, it's just going to fester and it's going to get worse and it's going to get rooted further and further. It's like if you have a sliver in your finger, you have to work it out. You have to get that like evil fucking splinter out of your fucking finger. Otherwise, it's just going to root itself in there and it's going to be there forever. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can touch it and you can feel it and it can be painful. Like, I've waited like just to test this out. I left a splinter in my finger just because I wanted to know how bad it was going to hurt and what I was going to do. It fucking hurts, guys. Like, after a while, I feel like it just absorbs with your skin and it just disappears. Like, I think I have one somewhere that I just like gave up on. I'm like, I just want to see what happens to the splinter just because that's my curious nature. So like, I just like let it stay in my finger. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell my parents it was in there. I was just curious what happens if you don't remove a splinter. And like, it literally just became part of my body. So it's still in there somewhere, guys. I don't know where it is. I think it was in my finger somewhere, but I just left it. Like, it was so deep in there. I tried and I gave up and I was like, what's the worst going to happen? Like, what will actually happen if I don't remove the splinter? And it's really not that bad. It just becomes part of you. So like, and it's not bad to have demons in you. Like, so God told me when I was in prison, he didn't tell me. My partner told me that I'm an angel. And like, I didn't understand why. And then he told me in a mental health treatment facility why I was an angel and like how this all happened, like the story behind becoming an angel. So like, I'm writing a book about all this. You can believe it or not. I'm going to call it creative nonfiction because technically nobody believes me. So that's whatever. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'm going to heaven in like 2 months. So like, great. I'm excited. I'm not going to die. I'm literally just going to float away in a fucking sailboat with my fucking perfect family and like come to heaven in the Garden of Eden. And I get to like rule like Jane there with my husband, who's going to be Tarzan. It's going to be fucking fabulous. So like, I feel bad for you guys. So anyway, so this is like, so he explained to me that he's a demon and how he became a demon. And he said that I'm an angel and how I became an angel. And he said that God wants demons and angels to work together. They're supposed to be friends. They're supposed to help each other because the demons need to know how to tempt people. They need to know what to do. And they need to communicate with the angel to figure out what to do. And then they need to communicate with the angel. So the angel knows how to get rid of the demon from the person, how to help them, how to like make them good. You know how you have like an angel and a demon on your shoulders at all times? They say like an angel and a devil. The devil is like the leader of the demon. So it's not really the devil on your shoulders, just like God isn't on your shoulder. Like God's part of your consciousness, just like the devil is part of your consciousness. It's like you need both. You need good and you need evil. That's why God was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Like everybody blames Eve, blames Adam, blames the serpent. Like it was supposed to happen, guys. Like if it didn't happen, like nobody would be like, God gave us free will on purpose because he didn't want us to be his puppets. He wanted us to love him and worship him freely and by our own choice. So like I know there's some religions that say like you can't believe in God until you're baptized, or you can't fully believe in God until you're confirmed and you take communion, or you can't fully believe in God until you've read the entire Bible, or you can't fully believe in God until you accept him as your savior, or you can't, like, whatever you believe, we all universally believe the same thing, that we have to believe in God, the triune God, if you're Christian. And like, so I lost where I'm going with this tangent. Okay, so basically that is chapter 3. We'll have chapter 4 for next time. Yourself is something God created, and it's beautiful and it's perfect when you're born. And I don't think it's necessary for a baby needing to be baptized. There are a lot of people who get like really upset about abortions, but I am very much pro adoption and foster care. I'm not pro-life, I'm not pro-choice, I'm pro-adoption and foster care. And if you're not doing that and you're having babies and you're putting them up for adoption because you're choosing to have the baby and put them up for adoption, fine. But you know what? There are 400,000 children in foster care in the United States. That's just the United States. That's not the fucking world. And in Texas, where I live, there are 40,000 children in foster care. I go on Facebook and I have I have 5 friends who have adopted. 5 friends. Either they've adopted an infant, they've adopted a child internationally, they've adopted a child domestically, they've adopted from foster care, or they've done kinship adoption. Like, it covers the gamut in those 5. And that's it. That's it. I have, I don't know, a lot of fucking friends on Facebook, you guys. At least 200-300 friends on Facebook. And 5 of them have adopted. 5. Do you know how fucking angry that makes me? Do you know how fucking angry it makes me when I see people announcing how happy they are to be pregnant with child number 10 or whatever their fucking number is? Like, if you want to have one biological child, that's like important to you, is to like have a baby from your fucking body. Good, whatever. It's a miracle from God. You want to experience fan-fucking-tastic. But after that, fucking adopt your fucking kids from fucking foster care or from a fucking anything. Like, there are so many fucking people having sex and having babies and not fucking taking care of them and raising them. It makes me so fucking furious. And it says in the fucking Bible that we are supposed to take care of the fucking orphans. Are you fucking doing that? No, you're fucking not. You're probably going to go fucking have sex right now. You're probably on fucking... I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done with Earth. I'm fucking done with you fucking assholes. Like, God was fucking right. He told me that, like, none of you are worth fucking saving. Nobody's fucking doing what they're supposed to do. I was homeless for a while. Fucking no one helped me. There was like 2 fucking people who helped me. Like, God tells you in the Bible to take care of fucking homeless. He literally put me in all of these scenarios so that way I could come and tell you guys how fucking fucked up you are. And you do not deserve to be saved. But you know what? When I was in prison and he told me this, I prayed for you. I prayed for all your fucking souls so you would all go to heaven. You know what he told me? He's going to put you in fucking purgatory and he's going to make you work for heaven. So congratulations. I got you out of hell. Now you're in fucking purgatory in whenever the revelation happens, which is fucking happening before the end of the year. So, like, not the end of this year, but the end of 2023. So in the next year, you guys, the revelation is going to happen. There's going to be 3.5 years where your children, who are the only ones worth saving, who are the only ones worth getting into the new earth, are going to be roaming the world. So please train them. Please prepare them to be independent without you, because you will not be there in less than a year. You will all be stuck in fucking purgatory. He will either send you to heaven because you did what you're supposed to do, or he's going to send you to fucking hell. I convinced him not to send you to hell and to put you in fucking purgatory for 3.5 fucking years while the revelation's happening, while your children are roaming freely like fucking wild animals. And like, they could be babies when this happens. They could not be babies. I don't know, but fucking adopt some fucking kids and save some fucking souls and save your own fucking soul and help fucking homeless people and read the fucking Bible and do what God tells you to do, because you're not. You're fucking not. And you're fucking not worth it. And it's very fucking frustrating. But I love all of you and I care about all of you. And I prayed so fucking hard when I was in prison for a week and every single fucking day afterwards to save your fucking souls. So you're welcome. So if you want to fucking post pornography as comments on my fucking YouTube channel, go the fuck ahead. I'm going to keep fucking reporting your asses and blocking you because you're fucking assholes. And you're clearly fucking demonic and clearly not worth going to heaven. But you know what? I was nice and I prayed really hard and God agreed with me that he would send you to purgatory for 3.5 years. After that, you're going to heaven or hell. That's up to you. So good luck. Good fucking luck. Peace out, bitches.